Acting Principal of Central York High School. I would like to welcome you to the 64th Annual Commencement Ceremony. It gives me great pleasure to welcome parents, family, friends, school board members, district administrators, our distinguished faculty and staff, and most importantly, the class of 2018. At this time, our JRTC will present the colors. Please remain standing and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Following the pledge, please remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Class of 2018, please be seated. At this time, I'd like to announce the Central York High School's Class of 2018 Valedictorian and Salutatorian. The attainment of these two positions does not come easily, and both learners, along with the rest of their class, have worked diligently these past 4 years to achieve this honor. This year's salutatorian is Megan Minnick. This year's valedictorian is Lauren Yankanich. Please join me one more time in congratulating both these graduates on this outstanding accomplishment.
Good evening. My name is Jeffrey Hom, and I'm the 10th grade principal at Central York High School. It is an honor and privilege to introduce tonight's commencement speakers. The commencement speaker's address will be given by Ms. Elizabeth Grace Miller. Mr. Robert Grove, Assistant Superintendent of the Central York School District, will provide a tribute to the retiring employees of the district. Ms. Megan Minnick will provide the salutatorian commencement address, and Ms. Lauren Yankanich will provide the valedictorian commencement address. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Elizabeth Grace Miller.
Class of 2018. I wish I could tell you that our biggest struggles in life would be not beating the buses, or typing in your CY Panthers email every time you want to print in the hub, or cafeteria traffic on Bowlie Day. The reality is, as graduating seniors, we're all smart enough to know that believing so would simply be naive. Before passing, Stephen Hawking said, "Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. And however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up." It sounds like something you'd read at the end of Dr. Zarnecki's You Got It email, right? But in all seriousness, whatever you do after you go home tonight, and after you never return for classes here at Central York High School again, I believe the key to fulfillment is somewhat simple: curiosity, resilience, and grit. We've all experienced strife as high schoolers, and to be honest, I don't think we get enough credit. Where classes had to stick together and sometimes, unfortunately, brave the society we live in. We've taken tests with heavy eyes and tired minds after pulling all-nighters. We've felt the pressure to conform. We've lost friends to suicide. We've watched our peers all over the country become victims of gun violence and had to wonder if we were next. Luckily for us, we've been blessed to have administration, teachers, guidance counselors, community members, and local police that have worked so hard to keep us safe. But what happens next year, or in 10 years, when we feel defeated, alone, or at times hopeless? I believe Hawking would say, you look up at the stars. You muster up all of that curiosity and think, how do we as humans keep going? And hey, maybe you're not curious, and that's okay. Get curious. Every single thing that you do has a reason behind it. It's important to acknowledge this and search for it, so if you're feeling alone, you can understand why. It's a bit like biting the bullet, if you will. Curiosity can be scary, it can be vulnerable, dangerous, but even more rewarding. Getting curious allows you to seek out the problem and from there search for a solution, but of course it's not that easy. Getting curious can feel like an attack, like you're falling apart or losing it completely, but it matters that you don't just give up. It was hard for me to write this simply because I know how it feels to want to give up. But I also know how wonderful it can be to keep going. But this isn't about me, it's about all of us, the class of 2018. And there's a bit of wonder on this earth that you can't find by looking at your feet or your phone. Looking up can take you out of your comfort zone, but isn't the magic in this world what makes life worth living anyway? There's magic in small moments, and this is what I hope we can all find in these next years of our lives. Whether that's getting through your first day of college, or finding someone you want to spend the rest of your life with, or remembering your memories here at Central, you must keep seeking out the little things that make you happy. After all, that's all we need. And a little bit of money to pay off those student loans, but that's besides the point. But seriously, at the end of the day, we've made it this far. And so long as we remember to look up every once in a while, we will keep going, and we will do marvelous, astonishing things. Class of 2018, go out, live, and be fearlessly and obnoxiously curious. Thank you.
Good evening. For the Central York High School class of 2018, this is a special moment in your life that includes both an ending and a beginning. We applaud and are proud of your accomplishments and wish you well as you move forward with the next step in your life. It is also appropriate at this time to applaud the accomplishments of some very special staff members who have many ways to influence this graduating class. The following staff members have announced their retirement this school year, and we wish them well in their new ventures. If you're in the audience, please stand and be recognized as I read your name, years of service to the Central York School District. From the support staff, Rebecca Hamburger, cook, cashier, Central York High School, 7 years of service. Carla McIntosh, technology support specialist, Central York Middle School, 21 years of service. Kurt Westfall, maintenance, 20 years of service. Patricia Nadig, head cook, York Learning Center, 17 years of service. Diane Latier, cook, cashier, York Learning Center, 5 years of service. Patrick Bowes, custodian, Sinking Springs Elementary School, 7 years of service. Jacqueline Poe, high school cafeteria, ESC custodian, 17 years of service. Cecile Fetters, Central York High School, instructional assistant, 18 years of service. And now from our teaching staff, Lois Ann Schroeder, Central York High School, 22 years of service. Matthew McGee, Central York High School, 24 years of service. Barbara Wilkie, Central York Middle School, 25 years of service. Wendy Hewitt, Central York High School, 14 years of service. Stephen Gibbs, Central York High School, 23 years of service. Lucinda Hogentogler, Central York High School, 23 years of service. And from our administration, Edmund McManamall, Principal, Central York Middle School, 29 years of service. Please join me in honoring these special people for their commitment and service to the Central York School District. And at this time, it is my honor to present to you our next two speakers, Salutatorian Megan Alyssa Minnick and Valedictorian Lauren Alexander Yakanich.
Hi, my name's Megan. I wanted to begin my speech with my name because I'm a pretty shy and reluctant person. I'm sure some, or many of you, didn't know my name. See, I know what it's like to feel invisible and like I don't make an impact, to feel hidden. Like anyone else, though, I've had dreams of changing the world, of saving the world, of leaving an impact so big I'd never be forgotten. But I've learned that leaving your mark on the world isn't what most people think it is. We all have the power to make an impact, and changing the world isn't reserved for just a select few. Throughout this ceremony, we will be told, and have been told many times, to thank our friends, family, and teachers from throughout the years. And while these people have made extraordinary sacrifices to get us all to graduation today, I will never be able to thank them enough for it. So I wanted to spend my few moments up here to talk about a different group of people. Those people who quietly hold out their hands to help us in our times of need. When I was in middle school, there was this girl, and I was confident she had no idea who I was. She was in gym class with me, and as I started to show signs of depression, she somehow managed to pick up on it, and she reached out and talked to me and made sure I was okay. For those of you that don't know, I broke my back in the beginning of my senior year. I came to school for 3 months in a back brace. People that I never thought would notice me asked me if I was okay, if I needed anything. They made sure I didn't carry anything too heavy. If I dropped something, someone else would pick it up so I didn't have to bend over. While these acts of kindness may seem like small gestures, to me, they were the entire world. A smile walking down the hallway could make my day. They made me feel like I was part of the community. And yes, we are all leaving here and going our separate ways, and we are going out into the world with different goals and different values and different ideas on how to make the world a better place. But that's okay, because here's the thing. We are part of one of the largest generations this world has ever seen. If each of us can reach out in our own way, if we can let each other know that we aren't invisible and that we all matter, if we can all do some small gesture of kindness, we can leave the world a remarkably better place. We don't need superheroes in order to save the world, and we don't need magic to change the world. We need kids like us, willing to reach out our hands and help each other. The world is much more malleable than we think. And if you're willing to act when you see someone in need, then you don't need advice from me. The people who have reached out to me have made all the difference in my world. And I hope that as we part ways today, we can remember the power that each one of us has in our small actions. And together, we really can change the world. Thank you.
Good evening, class of 2018. As we walk across the stage tonight, it is said that we are beginning a new chapter of our lives. I beg to differ. I think that we are authoring an entirely new book. What is to come may be nothing like our last 18 years. The prospect of new experiences and challenges awaiting us is incredibly exciting. Of course, at the start of every meaningful novel is a dedication to the individuals who made it possible. To my parents, I can confidently say that I would not be here tonight without you. And not just because you drove me here. You have been both the greatest role models and the greatest source of support and love anyone could ask for. Thank you. To my sisters, Anna, Brooke, and Elle, you are not only my sisters, but also my best friends, even when you wear my clothes without asking. To my friends, thank you for making the late nights and early mornings a little bit brighter. And finally, to the Central York faculty and staff, thank you for supporting my passions and encouraging me to pursue my goals, no matter how high. When an author sits down to write a book, they draw from the stories they have read before. Our 18 years have been filled with fantasy, historical fiction, and action. We have learned lessons from our favorite characters as they grew along with us. Their stories have inspired us to set goals, and their mistakes have helped steer us in the right direction. Tonight, I will share the lessons I have learned from 3 books at different points in my life, in the hopes that you can also take something from them as you start your new journeys. The first is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, my favorite children's book. As the title suggests, Alexander must come to understand that some days will be bad. Some days we will feel as though our goals are impossible or we ourselves are incapable. But as Alexander's did, our bad days too shall pass. Homework and tests once ruined our days, but rest assured, there will be far more significant obstacles after we drive out of this parking lot and into our lives. Without these difficult days, we would not be able to recognize the truly good ones. Without failure, there is no success. As you write your new story, do not get discouraged over a few dreary chapters. It can only go up from there. Elementary school introduced me to J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. As Harry defeated dark wizards, he also found himself and his place at Hogwarts. His stories of great adventure and triumph taught us to believe in ourselves. Even though the series is clearly fantasy, Harry is an incredibly relatable character. He taught us that though we may be seemingly ordinary, there is magic inside of all of us. It is this magic, this passion, that will make our new journey unique to us. Do not be afraid for what lies beyond these halls, for like Harry, we are much more capable than we think. Even the required readings in class left their impression. Jay Gatsby from F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby exemplifies the importance of valuing relationships over material wealth. On this journey beyond high school, forming and maintaining strong bonds with our family, friends, and mentors will be critical. Our quest for success must not inhibit this as Jay Gatsby's did. The relationships we gain will be an invaluable source of support and guidance as we work toward our goals. In the end, there is more to success in Gatsby's big house and shiny car. Find wealth and happiness in the simple things like an evening walk, driving with your windows down, or a warm, home-cooked meal. The lessons we can take from these books, combined with our academic knowledge and experience, have prepared us well for what is to come. As we put our pen to paper, or more accurately, our fingers to the keyboard, and begin writing our new book, we have the opportunity to close the one we have lived up until this point. We have the opportunity to forget every lesson learned, every friend gained or lost, every memory made. My advice, however, is to do just the opposite. Open up this book frequently, revisit the passions you wish to pursue but lack the time for. Decide which characters your new story would be incomplete without. Achieve the goals that were only dreams between the covers of the last volume. I can only imagine the tales of success, innovation, and happiness that await each of us graduating today. Thank you, class of 2018. It has been an honor.
Good evening. Back in August, when Mr. Kaufman brought me into his office to let me know he was going to be deployed again, some of my initial thoughts were honored, humbled, and excited knowing I'd be able to share this special day with the class of 2018. It's truly a privilege to share the stage with so many of you who've worked so hard to make this day a reality. This class of 2018 has 349 graduates continuing their education by attending a 2- or 4-year college or technical school next school year. This class has earned 252 scholarships. Those scholarships total approximately $6.2 million. This class has 5 members that will participate in the Reserve Officer Training Corps at college next year. This class has 18 learners that will be enlisting in our armed forces. Will all the members of the class of 2018 that will be serving in the military please stand and be recognized? We thank you for your service. Tonight, the class of 2018 takes the next step, moves on, but has made a tremendous impact on Central as a whole. And as you move on, my advice has not changed much when we first met as a senior class at the beginning of the school year. Be nice, work hard, and be thankful. Be nice. Always live by the golden rule and treat others like you want to be treated. This world can always use more nice people. Work hard. You may not be the smartest or most talented individual in the room, but you can always be the hardest worker. And be thankful. No matter what life throws your way, always be thankful for what you have and the gifts that you've been given. If you do those 3 things, I guarantee you will enjoy a level of success in this life. Class of 2018, I could not be prouder of you, and I wish you all the peace and happiness that this life can offer. And now, Dr. Snell, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the class of 2018.
Central High School class of 2018, Board of School Directors, faculty, staff, and parents, family, and friends of graduates. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of this, the class of 2018. The 64th graduating class of Central York High School. It is my pleasure to celebrate this special occasion with you, your family, and your friends. It is also my sincere privilege to share with you a few brief remarks for your consideration tonight and in the days, weeks, months, and years ahead. My remarks for you this evening begin with a simple question. What have you practiced over the last 13 years? To practice means to do or perform habitually or customarily, to make a habit of, in order to acquire or polish a skill. Over the last 13 years, what have you been practicing? Perhaps it was a musical instrument or a theatrical talent. Maybe it was through sweat, early morning practices, and traveling to faraway places each weekend. Or in the academic arena, honing your writing skills or math prowess. I would suggest that you reflect on another practice that I hope served you well during your central experience, the practice of relationships. According to Margaret Wheatley, relationships are all there is. Everything in the universe exists because it's in relationship to everything else. Nothing exists in isolation. We have to stop pretending we are individuals that can go it alone. I would ask the class of 2018 to reflect on the numerous relationships that brought you here tonight. Now project to the numerous people that have you yet to meet as you make your way to college, the world of work, or the military. Earlier I discussed practice and shared some areas that you might have practiced over the years. I suggest right now that you commit to practice the art of relationships. Commit yourself to building current and future relationships, one conversation at a time. Your first assignment following this ceremony is to thank your parents, your brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, grandfathers and grandmothers. Remember, relationships are all there is. To the class of 2018, I wish you the best of everything that awaits you tonight, tomorrow, and in the future. I would like to ask Mr. Eric Wolfgang, President of the School Board of Directors of the Central York School District, to join me at the podium. Mr. Wolfgang, as Superintendent of the Central York School District and as Chief Executive Officer of the district, I hereby certify that the 455 seniors listed on the program have satisfied all state and local graduation requirements and are eligible to be awarded that status. It is with great pleasure that I commend them to you. Good job.
Good evening. On behalf of the Central York School Board, I'm pleased to welcome parents, families, friends, staff, and the entire community to our graduation ceremony this evening. Participation in the commencement ceremony is the most rewarding experience that I have as a school board member and provides me with a front row seat to public education's big picture. This evening, my remarks are directed to the students, and I promise to keep them brief. In preparation for tonight's address, I took the opportunity to think back on my high school experience almost 40 years ago. My hope for each of you is that you will someday remember your high school years with an acknowledgement that you shared with your classmates many common and unique experiences, some memorable and some not so memorable. While many of you appear to be well on your way to very successful futures, the real beauty of life is that all of you graduating this evening will have countless opportunities to leave a positive mark on this world. When I stopped reminiscing, a few basic thoughts occurred to me. I only remembered the good times with my classmates. The not so good had faded, for time does heal all wounds. I wondered what positive contributions my classmates had made to this world and hoped that they had found time to enjoy life along the way. And deep down inside, I hope that I have contributed my fair share to the collective good of society since my graduation. Please take some time this evening to acknowledge your high school accomplishments with families and classmates. Take time at some point in your life to thank those who have helped play a role in your success in getting you to the stage tonight. Acknowledge and accept the future responsibility to give life more than you take, oftentimes easier said than done, but well within your power to do so. Most importantly, keep on learning. No one has ever arrived when it comes to knowledge. In closing, when you step off the stage this evening, you will not only hold your diploma in your hands, you also hold hopes, dreams, and future tomorrows. Not just yours, but all of ours also. Congratulations and best wishes for a long and successful lifetime. Dr. Zarnecki, will you please present our graduates for conference of their diplomas?
I'm not talking about Alma. These guys really
Senior Class President, Alec Noah Lease. Valedictorian, Lauren Alexandra Yankanich. Salutatorian, Megan Alyssa Minnick. Commencement speaker, Elizabeth Grace Miller. Aaliyah Desiree Acevedo. Mabel Boyke Adi. Emily Marie Atkins. Christopher Ifeanyi Afanugo. Caleb Woodwire Albright. Tori Jordan Aldinger. Joylyn Alicea. Abigail Quinn Allen. Emma Jane Alloway. Devin Andrew Aloy. George Mina Amin. Hannah Christine Anderson. Kaylee Elizabeth Anderson. Marley Justine Anderson. Obiama Timothy Andetango. Quinn Daniel Baca. Cole David Bailey. Mia Alexandra Balderson. Trevor Lobon Banks. David Mark Banzoff. Jasenia Yvette Barbosa. Ramaya Dene Barbour. Kristen Jeray Barrett. Morgan Alexandria Batts. Kendall Arbery Wayne Beck. Trace Eugene Becker. Carlos Mokhtar Beckett. Mallory Ann Bernlor. Olivia Jane Bernoulli. Liam Alexander Blood. Trevor Vincent Blood. Adam Michael Bollinger. Kyle Stephen Bonini. Jacob Benson Booker. Lauren Elizabeth Borsa. Amina Nicole Bradley. Christopher H.B. Grandstatter. Matthew Jacob Bricker. Lauren Alessandra Britton. Jacob Edward Broderdorf. Amaya Marie Brown. Zane Aaron Brown. Anthony Tyshawn Bruder. Mercedes Bryan. Amari Sade Bunch. Ian Chantel Butler. Timothy Edward Bazinski. Erin Elizabeth Cambry. Bailey Aaron Campbell. Rachel Kaylin Capizzuto. Nicholas James Capella. Jonathan Robert Carlisle. Patrick Michael Carroll. Ronald Jackson Carter Jr. McKenna Nicole Caruso. Jasmine Cerrone. Justin Michael Chan. Marcos Abreu Goihia Jericho Ferrall. Tatiana Marie Christopher. Celine Amelia Clark. Douglas David Darrell Colberg III.
I did it!
Zachary John Collier. Christopher St. Christensen Collins.
Yeah!
Ian Douglas Collins. Amelia Page Combs. Timothy Bradford Completa. Courtney Alana Coppersmith. Robert Allen Coppersmith Jr. Jocelyn Rose Cortez. Norman DeAndre Cox. Brianna Michelle Creasy. Levi Michael Creary. Natalia Louisa Cruz. Caitlin Marie Cunningham. Christian Michael Cusack. Aaron Patrick Sulata. Hao Liang Dao. Jeremy Adam Dean.
Who's your daddy?
Carson Alexander Diedrich. Marissa Jacqueline De Leon. Nathaniel Noel De Leon. Arlena Delgado Nuez. Mason Barrett Dellinger. Amanda Renee DePaul. Jasmine Vega Doe. Adam DeAndre Dorn. Gavin Jacob Downey. Jordan Allison Doves. Cassie Lee Dunlap Rogers. Michael Eisenhart. Evan William Eisenhart. Isaac M. Embry II. Mitchell Allen Emsweiler. Deontay Joshua English. Daniel Ray Escobar. Lori Rose Esposito. Morgan Cecilia Eve. Kaylee Diane Farley. Catalina Maria Feiswitzer. Dominic Carmen Farrow. Benjamin Lewis Feder. Priscilla Ashley Figueroa. Bryce Jordan Finch. Michaela Bree Fletcher. Tatiana Nicole Fletcher. Kylie Maureen Flinchball. Jaden Marcos Fontes. Chloe Joanne Ford. Alexander James Forey. Madison Elizabeth Frazier. Trey Quan Freeland. Joshua Alexander Freeman. Samantha Joe Fremont. John Nishat Garris. William Peter Degas. Nadia Celeste Densler. Colin Harold George. Alyssa Louise Giannoni. Rebecca Ann Gibbs. Tyler Hudson Block. Brandon Robert Glover. Alexandra Helen Godfrey. Lauren Paige Godfrey. Samantha K. Godfrey. Jonathan Gifford Graham II. Sequoia Brooke Graver. Osana Ivanina Gretchen. Keon Saquon Griffin. Hannah Katarina Gray. Dustin Colby Grin. Ace Warren Grin. Carter Robert Grin. Zachary Isaiah Gunnan. Brittany Elizabeth Guerrero. Josiah Dante Hampton. Ryan Alexander Artisan. Jeanette Faradella Arianto. Paige Alexandra Hartman. Sarah Elizabeth Hartman. Brady Michael Howe. Benjamin Michael Herbert. Lindsay Marie Perdecki. Nolan Victor High. James Adi Palorca. Connor Evan Pope. Michaela Gabrielle Hoff. Stacy Lynn Hope. Joseph Thomas Holger. Maya Leah Hooper. Daniel James Horner. Megan Nicole Hose. Nathan Tucker Bowes. Elijah Dante Hudson. Marlena Camille Hugh. Kylie Ann Hughes. Samantha Janice. Lauren Rochelle Jason. Jaylee K. Jewell. Christian Jeffrey John. Cole DeWhite Johnson. Philip Moffitt Johnson. Joseph Theodore Jones, Jr. Diane Marie Judge. Joe Kansaki Singh. Peter Nolan Keyboards. Jackson Alexander Kelly. Sarah Rose Kelly. Megan Rose Kent. Samantha Brenda Kitsapa. Alexander Michael Kilgore. Jordan Aaron James King. Jasmine Nicole Kirsch. Sierra Kimberly Kirstein. Hayden James Clayhole. Jordan Peter Klein. Kennedy Logan Klein. Alyssa Marie Kleines. Aaliyah Michelle Nipple. Sabrina Jean Knotts. Liliana Marie Poituba. Elizabeth Bayuma Foimini. Jackson Arthur Colat. Tanya Renee Koski. Isabella Costi. Samantha Lee Price. Justin Paul Prince. Darius James Kunstler. Noah Christopher Kugel. Emily Nicole Curlin. Christina Louise Landis. Michael Lauer. Kong Nguyen Lee.
Congratulations.
John Roderick Leach. Julianne Lee. Jonathan Charles Lehigh. Jared Andrew Liebart. Dylan Montgomery Light. Allison Jane Lindsay. Bryce Alexander Linz. Drew Monty St. Leon Lodge. Savannah May Long. Julie M. Lopez. Kara Lucille Gordon. Catherine Renee Lundy. Robert Thomas Lunny. Madison Michelle Lurie. Justine Teresa Mallon Lutkins. Veronica Mary Mallon Lutkins. Julio Alexander Maradega Jr. Tanner Bruce Marchand. Garrett Michael Markey. Garrison John Markey. Taylor Renee Marley. Amari Siana Morero. Cassidy Marie Martin. Brendan Tyler Martin. Alexis Brianna Masamore. Taylor Ann Massam. Deja Monet White Gooby. Elena Renee McAdams. Ryan Patrick McCaffrey. Samantha Allison McCormick. Brian Thomas McCune. Ayana Amari McFadden. Cody James McFerrin. Melanie Rose McGeary. Baylor Michael McKillop. Carissa Lynn McKenzie. Seth Nicholas McLaughlin. Peter Ethan McMillan. Austin James McQuaid. Eric Olson McQuaid. Noah Michael Malott Lilly. Thomas P. Mendenhall. Joangelis Marie Mercado. Aaliyah Marie Miles. Sierra Nicole Miller. Catherine Grace Miller. Kayla Ann Miller. Tyler Michael Miller. Lance Xavier Mitchell. Allison Victoria Motes. Colby Allen Mom. Jacob Reese Montgomery. Alyssa Diane Moody. Joseph Vincent Moreno. Brendan Richard Thomas Morgan. Taylor Elise Morganet. Michael Tyrone Morris II. Kyle William Morrison. Byron Mutlasar. Yanira Mutlasova. Carter Andrew Mummer. Madison Renee Mummer. Orion D'Angelo Musty. Nicholas Benjamin Myers. Nicholas Jean Myers. Jacob Yuri Nagy. Kazuki Nakamura. Raul Figueroa Natal, Jr. Jonathan Russell Nemtuda. Ryan Michael Ness. Michael Andrew Nezinski. Abigail Alana Knoll. Courtney Elizabeth Knoll. Colin Thomas O'Donnell. Connor Daniel O'Keefe. Lauren Elizabeth Oberdorf. Lauren Nicole Overchap. Armani Carlos Olivo. Brandon Aaron Olszewski. Braden Allen Olszewski. Callie Elissa Paff. Bridget Elise Holm. Joseph Dante Marini. Jonathan Edward Partridge. Kesia Grace Louise Patil. Zachary Tyler Payne. Brandon Pazos. Alec Carl Beckman. Benjamin Louis Pesignelli. Matthew Brian Peterson. Alex Jason Flom. Haley Breeze Marie Piner. Dwayne O'Shawn Pinnock. Anna Maria Pyro. Jaquan Damar Pitts Evans. Jordan Nadia Presley. Tierra Lene Preston. Brian Angelo Price. Ricardo Emilio Puga. Lakita Aaliyah Remnath. Cameron Christine Randall. Ryan Andrew Roush. Sarah Nicole Raver. Landon Matthew Gray. Logan Michael Gray. Douglas David Revin. Jacob Duncan Reeder. Annalise Aaron Riehart. Annika Grimm. Angelo William Ricciuto. Shannon Marie Richard. Lily Jane Richwan. Angeline Rivera. Antonio Armanti Rivera. Kiara Alyssa Rivera. Luca Wynn Rodriguez. Luke Richard George Rorbal. Dominic Jared Roney. Cameron Mackenzie Rothrock. Rebecca Ann Lois Rump. Alexandra Ashley Romaine Rudder Rosario. Demosthenes Demos Sakarillos. Brady James St. Pierre. Jordan Marie Salskipper. Christopher David Sammy. Taylor Nicole Sanders. Eddie Kyrie Santiago. Mark Vincent Santos. Joseph Michael Sowers. Caleb Miles Sawyer. Jacob James Saylor. Noah James Schaefer. Kaylee Ann Scheiding. Danielle Marie Schmidt. Carly Anna Schreiber. Gavin Drake Seeley. Samantha Renee Seiler. Christian Thomas Seipel. Ileana Nelson Sepulveda. Brianna Lynn Squignoli. Sean Joseph Shacklock. Sadie Renee Schaefer. Alyssa Michelle Shank. Natalie Ann Shearer. Nicholas Raymond Shearer. Rachel Elizabeth Schellenberger. Joshua Robert Shue. Cole Everett Sminky. Aaron Matthew Smith. Carolyn Dorothy Smith. Carter Allen Smith. Deontay A. Smith. Dylan Michael Smith. Julian Victor Smith. Sierra Jada Smith. Tyler Jordan Smith. Camille Snare. Samantha Marie Snellbaker. Braylyn Rose Snyder. Faith Dawn Snyder. Cameron Paige Sacco. Olivia Grace Sacco. Cody Sathavan. Nicholas Costadino Spinakis. McKenna Lakin Spangler. William Shadeen Spencer. Cortland Jason Sperry. Nicholas Mason Starr. Jonathan Nevin Steck. Eric David Steinke. Hannah Jane Stifler. Brianne Lynn Stein. Aubrey Rain Stinson. Cameron Bryce Stoll. Jacob Tavon Story Jr. Shaylee Sky Strange. Timothy Josiah Sturgis. Jordale Michael Summers. Talia Tiara Sumter. Tehran Ishwar Savaya. Bria Janelle Lamari Sweeney. Abigail Jean Sweeney. Gino Anthony Sylvester. Madeline Jean Tongenbaugh. Kirsten Nicole Taylor. Thomas. Kyan Antoine C. Thompson.
Dami.
Lauren Grace Thornton. Ariana Nicole Tone. Kaylee Nicole Asa Travers. Laksha Udayala. Nalu Ijama Yukata. Nixon Ray Valencic. Destiny Amber Vasquez. Colin Reed Vaught. Yasmin Alexis Velasquez. Jeremy Velez. Jack Kenneth Velasquez. Emily Lynn Wagaman. Catherine Wagner. Autumn Eva Wagner. Chase Alexander Wagner. Brandon John Walters. Ryan David Ward. Griffin William Lawrence. Cheyenne Sue Weaver. Vincent M. Werner. Destiny Marie Wirtz. Evan Bernard Philip White. Ryan Matthew Wilcox. Brianna J. Williams. Lindsay Barbara Williams. Emily Nicole Wills. Isaac Kaufman Wilshire. Maggie Palon Winnicott. Brandon Michael Wibad. Gavin Tyler Wolf. Caden Wesley Wolf. Naraja Capri Woods. Madeline Rose Worley. Megan Audrey York. Colin Andrew Young. Mina Youssef. Cheyenne Marie Zimmer. Kyle Allen Ziegler. Stephen Zhang. Jonathan Andrew Zook. Senior Class Vice President, Madison Rose Bernlord. Senior Class Treasurer, Olivia Lauren Cortez. Senior Class Secretary, Senior Class Secretary, Sarah Elizabeth Sepping.
Doing the thing now?
Class of 2018, I salute you.
By virtue of the authority vested
teachers, administration, school board members, family, friends, and my parents. You have been so good to me. As this special juncture in our lives comes to a close, I would like to take this moment to leave you with a few words. Maya Angelou reminds me that at the end of the day, people won't remember what you said or did. They will remember how you made them feel. So I will keep my remarks short and to the point. 410 million seconds, 6.83 million minutes, 114,000 hours, 4,745 days, 675 weeks, 156 months, and 13 years ago, we began a journey that would lead to the culmination of today's events. Some of us have been here from the very beginning, while others have graced us with their presence as they joined us years into this journey. And still some have come and gone as their journey has directed them. Yet some, if not all of us, have also experienced the affliction of losing one of our own classmates along this journey. Today, there is an empty seat. An empty seat for Lance Hinderer, who sorrowfully passed away this previous year. Death leaves us a headache no one can heal. However, our love for Lance leaves us memories no one can steal. Although the magnitude of this loss is great, as a class we have rallied behind Lance and his family. Cameron Sotko, Dr. Schlager, Coach Oz, Miss Reynolds, and several other members of our class have organized and participated in a Panthers for Life 5K, which raised thousands of dollars, which were then donated to Please Live. We, as a class and community, have come together to not only remember Lance, but bring awareness to the mental health aspect that continues to challenge the youth of our nation. There is much to be proud of as a member of not only the class of 2018, but as a member of this school district. Class of 2018, we have finally made it to the long-sought day we have all been looking forward to during the years of our education. What seems to be the end of a long and eventful journey is rather the beginning of a lifelong endeavor. The journey we had once embarked on as wide-eyed and inquisitive children has reached a pinnacle point in not only our individual lives, but for the whole of the entire class. Those children have grown into intelligent young men and women who are establishing the groundwork to make a difference in the world in which we are about to enter. As we lay that groundwork, we must comprehend that the world is changed by our example, not our opinion. In this, we must act accordingly and stay true to these words. Class of 2018, our accomplishments are not only notable, but monumental in both the academic and extracurricular fields. We have accumulated $6.2 million in grants and scholarships and have one of the most prepared classes for the life that is to come. The future of our class is immeasurable. Several of us will be pursuing a post-secondary or technical school education, while others are already prepared to begin a career in the nation's workforce. And even further, those of us which will undertake one of the most honorable ventures by serving our nation in one of the 5 branches of the military. For your aspiration to put others and this nation before yourself, I commend and salute you. Regardless of what our future plans are, we will all undertake a new and never before explored chapter of our lives. Class of 2018, aside from whatever future plans you have, let it be known that not only myself, but our teachers, families, and most importantly, our entire class believes in you and looks forward to seeing you grow as an individual and influential member to the nation's growing society. Class of 2018, life is a journey. While we are all on our way to an important destination, it is the journey and not the destination that matters. On this path, you will travel with other people for a time. Some will be of help to you. Listen to their advice. Still, others will not be as strong or brave or smart as you. These are the people who need you to be the best that you can be. Pay it forward and step up to be what they need. As we kick off this journey we call life, it is important that we recognize the simple yet vital keys to enduring the years to come. Don't be afraid to take risks. Our lives have already flown by, and before you know it, we'll be sitting in those seats. This is the time in our lives where we find ourselves. Go out, be bold, and don't be afraid to take risks. Living a life full of fear is not only detrimental, but defeats the definition of what it means to live. Live life without fear. The point of maximum danger is the point of maximum fear. And on the other side of your maximum fear are the best things life has to offer. Whether it's the fear of failure or the fear of losing someone you love so dearly, you must face your fear head on. For once you do so, you will be able to conquer all things. There's not one individual on this stage, gym, or in the bleachers that has never faced failure before. Failure is an integral part of our lives. Yet, we have the choice when we are confronted with the predicament of failure of whether or not to use it as a force to drive us forward or a force to keep us still. Don't let failure keep you from chasing your dreams. The only way to learn in this life is through action. In other words, our experiences shape who we are and how we deal with failure. As this journey begins to bombard us with the stressors of life, choose to stand tall in the face of adversity and choose to be the one that does not let failure determine the final outcome. Robert Kennedy once said, "Only those who dare to fail greatly can achieve greatly." Live fearless, for we know not when this gift we call life will end. Class of 2018, I implore you to explore this new endeavor in which you're about to enter. Be brave, be bold, and be fearless. Search for the treasures life has to offer you. Life is like the last 500-meter row in the Warrior Challenge with Mr. Lang, or the last time our Performing Arts Department presented Beauty and the Beast. What may seem like the end is merely the beginning. It is the opening of a door to future opportunities and endless possibilities. As Frank Sinatra said, the best is yet to come. It has been both an honor and a blessing to be a part of this class. Everyone sitting here has been a source of inspiration to me, and I thank you for that. Wherever you may go in life, remember that life is a beautiful thing. It is like a passing season. It comes and goes. But whatever may come our way, it is better to enjoy the changing seasons. Class of 2018, that's a wrap. Thank you.
I'd ask everyone to please stand and join the class of 2018 in the singing of the Central York High School alma mater. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2018 one more time. the Central York School District, I'd like to say thank you for coming to this evening's ceremony. Please have a great night and a safe drive home.